Glenn.
Coach, good night. Please explain me. You made a great tournament, but tonight it seems like Whitecaps was very far from its best version. What happened?
Mm-hmm. First, before I say anything else, I would like to congratulate, of course, Cruz Azul with the championship. They, as we all saw today, deserved it. Yes, we came with hope, an aspiration, an ambition. Of course, now we leave with devastation. But we have played a great tournament going this far. We have beaten great teams on the way with under tough conditions. But today we couldn't put up the performance to really shake a good team as Cruz Azul was today. And, that's how it sometimes is. Sports at this level, football at this level is brutal. And if you cannot put up your best performance when it's needed, then it's difficult. And I feel a little bit sorry for the players because they have done so well going here, come this far. And of course everybody, and it was also the entire group's ambition to win and play the best game of the season so far. And I would say that we did maybe the opposite. So yeah, if I could explain it quickly, I think that it would have been easier also acting from the bench. But I think that overall, given the day, Cruz Azul was just better in every department on the pitch today.
Okay, yes, sir.
Jesper, what are your thoughts about the rivalry between Liga MX and MLS clubs? Yesterday, LAFC defeated America. You in this tournament defeated Monterrey, Pumas, and now it's in the final. You, regardless of the result, you are the second best team on the tournament.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me of that right now, when you really don't have that feeling as a coach. But I'm new here in US and Canada and Mexico, but I think the rivalry is great. It brings attention to the sport. I love it. That's good. Today we came up short, unfortunately, but that's how it is. I think it's good that there's rivalry, and it will only make teams better. And hopefully, I also believe for us, quite unexperienced in situations like this, we also have to be better going out of a game like this going forward. Because today, the pain we have after a game like this, we have to remind ourselves that we want to work out of that.
Here we go. Do you have a microphone? Do you have the microphone? Gracias. Right behind you.
Okay. Jesper, good evening. Marcelino Fernandez from ESPN Mexico. This is a tournament that every round is played in two legs, one away, one in home. But the final is in the home of one of the teams. What do you think about this? Do you think that it's going to be fair if it's played in two legs or in a neutral field?
Yeah, I think it's difficult for me to say. I think the final today was a great occasion. We would have done better right now. I think the format is good. If you have a final, it's like a decisive game, and it's also what we want to see, right? I think the format of this tournament is good. I know, of course, it's you're favored when you play at home. We also were when we played at home and in our legs at home. But I think that it's I think it's good. I think that it's good that we end up with a decisive game as a finalist, and then next time we just have to make sure that we play at home then.
Michael, please.
Jesper, it's been a fantastic run to get to this final. I think the team's exceeded everything that folk had expected. What did you say to the guys, though, in the locker room at the end of this? Are you worried that this might sort of leave some scars? You've got to pick themselves up pretty quickly now for back in MLS action.
Yeah, contrary to other teams playing a game like this, we are mid-season and not at the end of the season, so we have a huge task ahead of us. because we have to pick ourselves up after a huge disappointment, and but we have to do that. One thing is to be champions in football. Another thing is to be champions of life. And it's about your behavior, and it's about how you react when you meet adversity, and it's about how you show resilience when things are tough and stuff like that. So up until now, I've only seen those things from the players, and that's what we have to do again. It's going to be tough, no doubt about that. It's going to be tough because this is a huge disappointment, but we are mid-season. We are not at the end of the season, so we have a long season ahead of us, and hopefully also big games ahead of us again.
Okay, we'll go front row with Charlie.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Charles Bell, MLSsoccer.com. And maybe it's academic at this point, but you made some tough lineup decisions, and I just wonder if you could go into some of those a little bit, and how you approached the game, and maybe how much you missed Sebastian Berhalter this evening.
I think the difference on the teams were too big today to talk about certain players being in and out. I think that the main thing was that we were not able to come out and play with the calmness and confidence, and we were up against a team that came out very confident, playing at the home turf and also in front of a great home crowd. So that was, of course, I think the main decider. And then when they also had, the margins they scored the first two times, they were close, then it was very, very difficult. Of course, Sebastian has been excellent. You would like to have a player like him in the final as well. But we knew that he wasn't, and that's not what we're going to talk a lot about. We will have to be better at this and be better going forward. And this, no matter what happens in a game like this, you have to be able to learn from the experience no matter what. And we'll try to do that.
Does he have a question?
Darnell Harris, Northern Tribune.
Yeah.
So greetings, of course, not the result you wanted, but speaking of learning then, of course, you have the rest of the MLS season. You have the tie against Valor to be able to come back here. What are your thoughts and message to Canadians coming out of this match, and where the team is going to be going from here?
Of course, we will do everything to be back in this tournament. It has been great for us. We know how to get here. We can only get here through the Canadian Cup or the MLS. So it's very important that we perform very well in those two competitions. Yeah, I would say that we had hoped that we would go away with a trophy in our hands, but it wasn't to be today. The opposition was too good for us today. Having said that, I'm happy that we created some excitement. We also saw how many fans came to cheer us on, and I'm very grateful for all the fans coming here. And I think that's some of the excitement we have been creating, not only ourselves but also together with our fans. And I hope that we are starting to build something, even though tonight was a very, very tough one for everyone.
Perfect. I believe that's all the questions. Oh, we'll go finish with Ben.
You mentioned the fans as well, nearly 1,000 of them coming down here. The momentum you guys have in the market in Vancouver, what does that mean to this team moving into the next stage of the MLS and Canadian Championship?
For today, it means everything. To be honest, it means everything. We want to, create excitement around football. We want to create excitement about how we play. And of course, seeing so many fans traveling because they think the moment is special, and because we have achieved something that is special, that's great. Today we didn't do ourselves any favors in the game, but I think that we'll have to continue create excitement around football and how we play, and also in Vancouver. So I think, yeah. For me, it was everything that we saw all the fans coming here today.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Jesper.
Okay. Thank you.